Feedback. Feedback.
Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you.
Feedback. Feedback. Feedback.
It's you liberals who have lifted them up, Howard.
Paul, you conservatives make a mistake. You can't afford to strangle hope in people. Without hope, people become dangerous.
No, Howard, you liberals have let them invade our society. You give them jobs, political jobs.
Paul, you missed the point. It's only the smart ones we move up.
That makes it even worse.
No, we have to move them up. If we leave a smart one in the ghetto, he might develop into a leader against us. But if we raise him up into white society, we neutralize him. He feels compelled to try to act like us. He loses his identity and his racial anger, if he has any. He becomes alien to his brothers. They realize he sold them out and they grow to hate him. He becomes worthless to them and safe for us. No, thank you. In fact, in his love for the creature comforts, except for his color, he's become one of us.
And we are all the way live right here at WHBR. WHBS, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Theo Broughton, co-founder of Hood Research. And I want to thank all of you who helped us sponsor this program. For those of you who are considering, please make your check of money order out to Hood Research. But if you prefer, you can make it out to Watkins Broadcasting Company. We have no objection to that. We would, however, like you to mail it to a P.O. Box. That's Hood Research, P.O. Box 4416, Detroit, Michigan 48204. Again, if you would, mail it to Hood Research, P.O. Box 4416, Detroit, Michigan 48204. We have a website, which is hoodresearch.org. Follow us on Twitter. That's the latest thing, I guess, going on. We have Facebook and all of that. But we want you to follow us on Twitter. And if you want to call Hood Research, didn't turn my phone off, is area code 248-234-2371. Again, that's area code 248-234-2371. You know, as Thabiti and I say, we have either feast or famine. Today we got a big feast. We have information for you regarding the PAL program and also about police recruiting. And if you have any questions about PAL or about police recruiting, you can call in right here at 868-4336. That's 868-4336, area code 313-868-4436. Now, I have with me Corporal Officer Paisley. And on my left, your right, and on my right, Officer Jefferson. And I want to let you know that they are both from the PAL program. For anybody who doesn't know what that means, it's the Police Athletic League. Police Athletic League. The PAL program has been in existence. Which one of you want to tell me a bit about that? How long?
So 50 years. The
50
year
years.
anniversary.
Oh, this year's the 50th anniversary?
Absolutely exciting.
Oh,
Jubilee.
we got you. Just in time. We got you just in time. 50 years the Police Athletic League program has been taking place. And I want you to know they have a beautiful building that they use, which is on Trumbull and Michigan Avenue. Very nice for our young people. Now, Officer Paisley, tell us about the PAL program.
Well, PAL has been in existence, as my CEO said, 50 years, since 1967. It began during the riots, when there was lots of tension between police and the community. At this time, at Detroit PAL, we serve over 14,000 kids with the assistance of 1,500 coach volunteers.
14,000 young people?
Yes.
Between the ages of what and what?
The ages are 4 all the way through 18.
Oh, 4 years old to 18.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
wow. now, just one interjection here. I like to say in 1967 it was a rebellion, and the rebellion was because of the police brutality. But anyway, what kinds of programs do the 4-year-olds get involved in?
Well, we offer many programs for all of our youth participants. We have soccer, we have baseball, t-ball, coach pitch, basketball, football, cheer, tennis, just to name a few.
Wow.
So lots
Whoa.
of sports
Right,
for everyone.
right. Okay, now describe T-ball for me. What's T-ball?
T-ball is probably one of the most confusing things ever when you look at that age group, because you have kids who are standing up at the plate with a coach standing next to them, and you have about 9 kids or 12 kids out in the outfield. And so imagine a ball being hit, and all 12 of those kids run into that ball.
Oh.
It's the cutest thing.
So it's the closest you can get to baseball, the earliest form of baseball. So
Okay, now what age group is involved in that?
that's 4 and 5-year-olds.
Oh,
Yeah, 4 and 5-year-olds are
okay.
babies for sure.
Oh, goodness. Okay. There was something else you mentioned after T-ball.
Baseball, softball,
No.
tennis. We have golf,
No, wasn't
basketball, football, cheer,
it? Wow.
soccer.
No, wasn't it? No. You have cheerleading?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay. So now, if there are young people who want to participate in the cheerleading aspect of, they just come and register in the PAL program, and you teach them cheers, or what?
Yeah, well, we have online registration. Our cheer works a little different. We have Coach Pot, who is our cheer commissioner. She oversees the cheer program.
Okay.
But our website is DetroitPal.org.
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 Okay.
And our phone number is area code 313-833-1600. That's 313-833-1600.
Okay.
We have some very wonderful receptionists. If you have questions, just give them a call. They'll be glad to help.
Now, do people come down to the building to sign up if they don't want to do it online and call? They have that option, or those options?
Yeah, absolutely.
as well?
So we have a great staff. If you come down to Detroit PAL, you'll be able to first get a tour and then find out about the rich history. But then in addition to that, you'll be able to meet someone who will gladly walk you through the process.
Okay. The other services that are available besides learning organized sports, do you have other services? I mean, do they come down after school? Do they only come on Saturday? Do they do homework? Do they what?
Yeah, absolutely.
Help us.
I'm glad you asked that question, because a lot of people are unaware of the things that we do beyond sports,
Right.
right? And so if you think PAL is just about sports, you'd miss out on a lot of things. So we are more than sports organization. We offer youth enrichment programming. One of our strongest youth enrichment programming starts with the officers. We have a group of officers who support the community in many ways, but in this way, they partner with schools, they partner with summer camps, they partner with trips, to the point where they talk about life skills, they talk about interactions with civil servants, they talk about dialogue, which is very important when it comes to working in the community. And in addition to that, we do robotics. You know, who'd have thought, a sports program offering robotic programming. We do financial literacy. So you think about sports, there's a lot of aspects of sports, and money is a big aspect of that. So if you can teach some of the youth who may never make it to the professional ranks how to manage their money, they could be the ones managing money for other athletes. We do broadcasting journalists. So sitting just like you, sitting right here, we have a youth group who sit and learn the skill sets that are needed to be excellent at that craft as well.
Broadcaster?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, that is nice. Young sports broadcasters.
Yes, it's amazing.
Wow. Okay. Do you talk to the youth about contracts? Negotiate. You said it goes from 4 to 18.
Yeah, so we have probably about 80% of our age group is from 4 to about 14. And then the smaller group is about 15 and higher. But we have football camps, we have baseball camps, and a lot of those camps, you have mentors or people that were alumni of Detroit PAL, some who have made it to the NFL, like Brandon Graham, who was on TV last night, the Philadelphia Eagles. And they come back and they'll talk about the different experiences that they've had, and some of those include financial responsibility.
That's wonderful. You know, the young people in the PAL program don't know how good it can be for them, to just put it mildly. They can make friends that can last a lifetime. My son participated in PAL when he was in school, and he had an opportunity to meet Gladys Knight's son because they played baseball on the same team. And they have been, friends, and he's been grown a long time now. But it was a young person that he met when he was in public school. So the kind of friends that the young people can meet can end up being a good opportunity in the career world, world of business, work, etc. Because you don't know who's going to introduce you to whom as you go along the way. So that's really great. Now, tell me about the hours at the center. Do you have more than one location? I guess I should ask that first.
I'll answer that. Yes, we have a variety of locations where we hold our sports programs.
Okay.
They're all over East Side, West Side. So
Okay.
it's a variety of locations.
Okay. Now, the location that's on Trumbull in Michigan is what?
That's our headquarters.
Main,
It's
okay.
at 1680 Michigan. That's right between Trumbull and Cochrane.
16860?
1680 Michigan.
Okay. 1680 Michigan.
Right.
And the hours there?
The hours of our headquarters is from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The facility is open on some weekends where we have some events.
But to say
but
that's a
not
trick
open
question.
Yeah,
It's whenever the kids and the families need it open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the normal business hours,
you
though.
Okay. Now, you have other events there? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
so what's unique to Detroit PAL now is that we offer meeting space. So we have two boardrooms, one with seats about 10 to 12, and one that seats about 20 to 25. And in addition, we have a hall that's upstairs. So we have event space where people have held different types of events. I think you mentioned earlier that you attended an event over there as well.
A census meeting.
Yeah, what makes it special is that it goes from a census meeting all the way to a birthday party, to a graduation, to all types of different events. And the beauty is that you overlook the field, which a lot of people have the memories from of Tiger Stadium when they were young, growing up and watching the Tigers play there. Nelson Mandela spoke there.
Yes.
Detroit Lions won their last championship in 1957 there. So some very memorable moments that a lot of people that are old enough, they remember when they look outside the window.
Oh, nice. You know, the young people don't know the wonders of being a part of PAL. What kind of publicity do you give it? I mean, I talk to people often as I can about various community organizations, meetings, etc., that they should attend. And I include PAL, and I want them to understand the benefit of going to Wayne County Community College. Do you all share the Wayne County Community College information with the children that come through PAL?
Absolutely. Our three things we want to be the best at, and that's one is collaboration, being able to identify other people who are doing great work and help to make people aware of it, right? Awareness, access, and utilization are the key things to success in the community, right? It truly takes a village. In addition to that, we want to be able to identify the needs, socioeconomic, education, and medical, health and wellness, and then finally training and development. So a lot of the things that we do are focused around those three areas being the very best at it, and it starts with collaboration. We want everybody to know the resources that are available to them.
And Wayne County Community College is in the process of construction for the sports and medicine building, which is going to be open probably for the next, maybe the next registration, perhaps in January, February. But it's on 4th Street, right near the main post office. And they have so many classes that could benefit the young people who are coming through the PAL program. And they really could. That's why I was asking if you share that, that information. And they have so many scholarships available as well.
Yeah, if we ask that if anyone has any resources that are out there, we would love to be able to partner with them in that way. If they can get information through any of us, going to the PAL website or even coming down to PAL, letting us know what's taking place so we can get it out to all the people that we serve.
Okay. Now, as far as the PAL program is concerned, in the title it says Police Athletic League. Is it still owned and controlled by the City of Detroit, or police department?
Yeah,
or
so
is it private?
it's a separate nonprofit organization. The beauty is that police officers were the people that started it. And so sometimes there's a misconception that the city is running it or the police department's running it. We truly collaborate in a very extensive way with the police department. So recently, Police Chief Craig and I were on two different settings where we accepted awards together but also spoke on behalf of each other. And so we believe that if you're not talking about the youth, you're not talking or planning for the future. And so the police play a very vital role in what we do every day. But in addition to that, we're a nonprofit organization that truly relies on the donations and the contributions or resources from the community. And so we look to our alumni as well as others in the community who understand the importance of investing in our youth to be able to give back in that way. And they can give back at DetroitPal.org, or they can come down there and write a big, audacious check to be able to support the community that we serve.
Okay. The organization has how many police officers involved?
That's a trick question, too. So we have some dedicated. I'll let Officer Paisley start there.
We have myself and 3 other officers, and we have a sergeant that is assigned to the Detroit PAL. But we have the entire police department has the opportunity to be a part of a lot of our programs. We have officers that act as coaches for some of our PAL teams. So we have a lot of officers that participate in a lot of our programs.
Yeah, you spoke about I'm sorry. You spoke about the narrative earlier, and that's one of the narratives that the police department sometimes you don't get to see all the great things that they're doing in the community, because at any time I can pick up the phone, call Deputy Chief Edison, and we collaborate together to figure out how we can do some great things in the community. So it's just improving our narrative with platforms like this, so we're very thankful for you.
I met an officer Saturday. Hood Research has a monthly meeting that takes place at the Dabo Center on Grand River in Wyoming. And it's Officer Franklin. I don't know if you know him.
Yes, Earl Franklin.
He volunteers
Yes, he's
with the
awesome.
PAL program. Yeah, he was with us on Saturday to share information about the PAL program. And it just is a necessity that the information gets out, because there are young people who don't know what to do when school is out. They know there's homework. I guess mostly every day, most of them get homework, and sometimes they don't have a place where they can do homework. You know, I know they have, a home to go to, hopefully, but it's not always the best place. Do you find that some of the young people come from school to your PAL locations? Do they get an opportunity to do homework, have help with homework, or anything along that line?
Yeah, PAL's motto, which is interesting, is that up until last year, we didn't have our own location. We leased a spot on Willis off of Woodward Avenue, but now we have a location there. But the success of PAL's programming is relying on collaborating with other locations such as schools, community centers, parks and rec, who have those facilities. We also rely on the churches as well. So what we do is we try to partner with them and program, but we need everyone to play a role, meaning open doors to be able to allow for those kids to come in and find opportunities, have a peaceful, safe environment to be able to do the things that you're talking about doing. You know, education is a must. I always say that we miss it if we think it's just about sports. It's truly life or death, because we know someone may speak into the life of someone who's trying to find a way. Because we know the data is there where you look and you're born into poverty, you're born into some of the crime that's beyond you, you know, so you have to figure out ways to find success. And you have an officer that, like Officer Paisley, who comes and speaks life into you, and you see her and all of a sudden you may want to become an officer just because of that. Or you have someone that comes and talks to you like a Brandon Graham, and all of a sudden you set your eyes on becoming a professional athlete. Whatever it is, we just hope that they can truly find their greatness through some type of exposure that they get through sports.
Now, with the sports programs, the majority of the young people that you work with is from 4 to, what'd you say, 14?
4 to 18.
No, I mean the total age is 4 to 18, but you said you had 4 to 14
Yes,
is the
14.
largest group.
Yeah, about 80%
Yes.
of them.
Within that 80, okay, that's what I was asking for. And then from 15 to 18 is a smaller group of people who participate. Now, how do you get the information to them? I mean, you're here, of course, and the number here is 868-4336, area code 313-868-4336 if you have a question for Officer Paisley or Officer Jamerson.
Just Jamerson.
Jamerson. How did I change the A to an E?
No, it's officer. I'm not an officer, but I gladly would like to.
Okay.
I love my officers, but
You snuck in here.
I love all the privileges that officers have, but and truly respect the work that they do. But I'm not an officer.
Okay. I know you said he's the CEO over there. Did you tell me?
Yes,
The CEO over there. Okay. What does a CEO do up at the PAL office?
Whatever it
You're
takes.
at the main office on Michigan and
Michigan and Trumbull, yes. So I sit in this office and I try to figure out ways. I call myself the chief visionary officer because I'm sitting there always trying to figure out how can we make better opportunities for the youth as well as the families. And so when I sit there, I'm not as concerned about the kids that actually connect with PAL, but what keeps me up at night are the ones that don't connect. Right? Because you start thinking about it when you're hungry, you don't care who supplies the food. When you need shelter, you don't care who supplies the shelter. You're just looking for someone to help you. And so I remember when I was 9 years old, I was blessed to have a dad and a mom and grandparents who supported me. But I always thought there could be so much more that we could do through sports. Because I think about it not just what you get from sports, the life skills, but I think about you can control certain things like your effort, your attitude, your actions and behavior. Those make you good employees, but also good employers as well as entrepreneurs. So I'm trying to help the community more than just sports in a sports way, but in helping the community find this economic stream that can take place in our community as well.
Tell me about the robotics program. You say you have a robotics program.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you-
Yeah, our officers play a very important and vital role with our robotics program. Yeah,
Okay.
we're in 43 different schools. We started off where they came to us and said, we're trying to figure out how do we get into some of the schools and how PAL can help us do that. And so we had great partnerships in the schools, some charter, some public schools, and was able to walk in the door, train them just like we train our volunteers. And next you know, just like bats and balls, we're bringing in robotic equipment and computers to be able to help kids find another aspect which leads to employment. When you start thinking about how many opportunities are out there for jobs for coding, as well as other IT type of roles, it starts if they can see themselves doing it at a younger age. And you don't need a college degree to be able to do some of those jobs. You can actually go pro at a young age, you know, and make a good meaningful wage from that.
Okay. Now, what is the favorite sport at the PAL organization?
Well, I think all of them are favorites, but I would think our biggest program would be football and cheer.
And
It's
cheer.
very huge. Yes, we have our championship football games held at Ford Field. The Lions support us in that.
Oh, wonderful.
So it's awesome. The kids get to play on the field.
Oh,
we
now
have a
that's
really
exciting.
good time. It's a long day, but it's fun field day.
But you still long.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a new favorite. So we have a program called Girls Changing the Game.
Okay.
And so it's a focused program where we're trying to increase the number of girls that are playing in sports as well as the types of different opportunities for our young ladies as well. So I'm sure Dr. Ramona Cox is somewhere listening, but she's the leader of that program that we have. And it's really important that we instill the same types of characteristics in our young ladies as we do in our young men. And sometimes, unfortunately, they compete for gym space or they compete for that same time. And so I know Officer Paisley does an excellent job in making sure that those opportunities are there. I think you were a part of a different program even outside of Girls Changing the Game this year that really proud to be a part of.
That was Sisterhood. That was through the Detroit Police Department. We took Sisterhood into some of the high schools, and what that consisted of was female officers working with our young girls. So we would team up with the girls at different schools. We would meet with them once a week, and we would, talk about character values, teaching them life lessons, how to be respectful, how to become leaders, discipline, teamwork, those type of things. We did that from the beginning of the school year to the end of the school year, and we're about to start that up again in different schools. So it was a very rewarding experience and a very successful program.
Wow. Now within that program, do you include conversations about abuse, rape, dating, and sadly, the kind of home that some of the young people come to? And I don't know how well they feel about, talking to somebody in confidence. But I want you to comment on those things. Then I want to tell you a story about a student in college. Go ahead.
Okay, as a matter of fact, you go into the schools, you build these relationships, positive relationships with the youth. You tell them like personal things about yourself, and then they start to open up, and then they'll express themselves to you. So they will talk about, their home life, whether it be positive or negative, some of the issues that they've had in life, and you'd be surprised, a lot of them have been through more than we have in a lifetime, and they're just teenagers. But they do open up, they connect, they bond with you. I always tell them, you have a big sister now. What we talk about it stays in the room. Unless it turns out to be criminal, then of course we have to be the police. Okay, we are the police. So, but yes, they do get an opportunity to express themselves, and they do open up. You'd be surprised the stories that I've heard.
Well, okay. Well, let me tell you about this story I heard. This is the dumbest thing. 4 minutes. Okay. The young lady was graduating from high school. The faculty, from the principal on down, counselor, etc., everybody, had helped the young lady. They found a full ride college scholarship. You hear me? A full ride, okay? No money needed from home. Parent comes to the school, curses everybody out. What do you mean? Helping my daughter, UMF, so-and-so and so-and-so and so, all kinds of 2-cent words. And this child can stay right here and work at a, $10 an hour job. She's no better than me and the rest of the family. everybody was in shock, like, what? What kind of attitude from a parent that would not want the child to be successful? Had worked through all of that kind of attitude at home, everything else, academically doing well, and now set to go to college. No expense to the parents. So what the faculty ended up doing was emancipating the child. 18 years old, okay? They emancipated the child so that there would not be any kind of interference from any parent. When I was told that story, I just found it kind of hard to think that there would be parents who just don't care about their own offspring. And you're not going to get out of this mud that we're in. You need to stay here and I guess suffer like we are. And instead of trying to find out ways to help the rest of the family. Wow. Now, and I've heard something similar to that, so it has happened more than one time. And you just keep that in mind as you talk to the young ladies
That's
and
what
the young males as well.
Yeah, that's why PAL is important, right? Police Athletic League is important. Other organizations are important. Is that unfortunately you never know why a person sits where they're sitting or why they think the way they think. But you know that you have to fight for people that don't know any better, right? And sometimes you don't know any better. There's a lot of things and situations that we've all been through where we wish we would have known, and people probably were shaking their head at us saying, why didn't we do this or choose this, right? But sometimes you don't know whether you're choosing life or death when you're making decisions out there. And sometimes it is about life and death. And so anytime you have an opportunity to be able to be there and support someone and be able to give them an option, and it's all about options because people have to make a choice. And what you find is that sports is true to life because life is very difficult at times, and we all try to make the best decision, but sometimes, we try to do what's best what we have to do, right?
Now, the officers have the same or a similar setup for the males who are participating in PAL too?
They have
have
brotherhood.
sisters
That's how we
and
came about
brotherhood.
with sisterhood.
Oh,
We
okay.
can't forget about the girls.
I got
So
you.
it was already running with the boys.
Ah.
And then we added the sisterhood.
Okay.
We also have Team Up. We
Right.
didn't talk about that. That's our
What's that?
big program. That's officers. We started the Team Up program about 4 years ago.
Okay.
And the goal behind it was to build positive relationships between police and our youth. So we paired up officers in the schools with groups of kids. They meet with them once a week. And we talk about just life lessons, the things that are going on in school. And it gives them an opportunity to get to know a police officer on a personal level. We don't want them to think we're just out there chasing the bad guys. We care about our youth. They're our next generation. So, I always tell them if they fail, that means we have failed. So the program has really expanded. Lots of officers are on board volunteering to be mentors and positive role models. So the program has been very successful. We're about to start up now. We're doing the beginning stages of it, securing the schools and securing the officers.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. We're getting down to the last few seconds of this segment. And I need you to give us the website and telephone number, and the address is 1680 Michigan Avenue for the headquarters, right?
Oh, you took the easy
That's where
one.
you hide. Absolutely. That's where you hide out, right?
I'll do the website, DetroitPal.org. DetroitPal.org is the place that you would go to find out information. You can always come down to the address, Michigan Avenue, 1680 Michigan Avenue. And Officer Paisley, you can give the phone number.
The phone number is area code 313-833-1600. That's 313-833-1600. And you can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook.
Somebody
There we
else
go.
to follow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there a charge? I didn't ask that question to be a part of any part of the PAL program?
Yeah, there is a fee. It just depends on which sports you're participating in. But what PAL has always been known for is accessible programming, and that's why we ask for funds a lot of times, because we offer a lot of scholarships for families, because we do not want to turn any kid away. So we will figure out a way to have that youth participate. But what people have to realize is that there's no mission without money, and so you definitely need dollars to be able to do great work. And we know people have dollars to give. If they don't have the time, they can give dollars. If they don't have dollars, they can do volunteering. There's in-kind types of donations. So there's so many ways to participate in being able to change the trajectory of a youth.
You have boxing?
We do not have boxing, but it's funny. We've had Tommy Hearns and some other people come to us because that's something that a lot of people are interested in bringing back. You know, PAL used to be known for boxing across the nation. So if you think about it, there's plenty of opportunities, but once again, we need to make sure it's a sustainable program and get some dollars to be able to support the revitalization of those gyms and stuff like that.
Okay. Now, is there any other point you wanted to share that you didn't get out, any information? We got the website, follow them on Twitter, telephone number and address, what else?
Yeah, I
Anything we
just
left
want to
out?
say thank you to all of our staff, PAL staff, the relationship with the police department. Want to say thank you to them again, and also to our alumni. We need you. We need you to come back to volunteer. We have a PAL homecoming coming up at Ford Field, November 3rd. Officer Paisley mentioned that, but we truly need you to invest in the same organization that invested in you when you were growing up. Please come back and find a way to participate and give back. Thank you.
Okay. And lastly, November the 3rd, where, what time, and tickets, what is it? You have that information?
Yeah, so that's our Ford Field championship game, and the tickets will range from $10 to $15. If you 10 in advance, I believe, and 15 at the door. But it is a all-day event from roughly 8 a.m. to 6 or 7 p.m. We are there where you'll see young people from ages 4 and 5 all the way up to 14 or 15 who are out there doing the best they can to find the greatness.
Oh, all right. Well, Officer Paisley, I want to thank you for being with us this morning and to talk about the PAL program and the importance of the PAL program. And CEO Jameson.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you've been here with us this morning. And we are going to take a break. As I said earlier, it's either Feast or Famine, and today we got a good feast going on. So stay tuned. We'll be back momentarily.
Feedback.
Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you.
Feedback.
And we are live right here at WHPR 160 Victor Street. Thank you for staying tuned. If anybody has any questions, you can call in at 313-868-4336, 868-4336. And now we are going to talk about recruitment at our Detroit Police Department. I have with me now Officer Payne and Sergeant Gonzalez, right?
Yes,
Am I right?
ma'am.
Yes.
And I want to thank the two of you for coming this morning to talk about the police department and the value of the police department and why we need a police department and how you get there. How about that? Now, there are levels that I think about. The first level that I think about is cadets. That starts in school. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
It's a
ex-
police academy.
That's right. Now, tell me what is the experience for cadets in school, and then the other is explorers. I hear about the explorers. You have to tell me about them. Now, who comes first, cadets or explorers?
So we have an Explorer program that deals with our middle school age to high school that participate with the police academy throughout their years. It just gives them an example of what we do. It helps them give back to the community as well. They learn basics of community relationships being built from early on, and we hope when they go through our program, they see the benefit of being a police officer in our own community, that they transfer to become one of the Detroit's finest.
Okay. Now, that's the Explorers.
Correct.
Okay. Now, Officer Payne,
Yes,
how about
ma'am.
the cadets?
So our cadets pretty much almost along the same line
Okay.
of our explorers.
Okay.
They do a lot of work with us throughout the department and the precincts. They reach out a lot more into the neighborhood, actually helping out with events. So far as, and even like going to, say, nursing homes and helping out, doing a lot of community-based things, especially at a real young age. So with both programs, Explorers and Cadets, we really just trying to drive our young youth to actually work within the police department and with the community. Like I actually was an explorer myself.
Oh, you were?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. So you learned about giving back.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, let's see. Up the food chain. We have, is it reservists? Reservists.
Yes, ma'am.
The people who volunteer?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about those.
So we don't know too much about that unit itself because we are recruiting, but I can tell you we have a large population of individuals that would like to be police officer reserves, and they come and volunteer their time. They could go through our Citizen Academy and our Police Reserve Academy to become and to help us right alongside with us. Actually, they wear a uniform. They stand on post with us, and it's volunteer time for them to give back. So the reserves are not the school age. It's an adult that would be willing to come and serve their time. And we are always looking for volunteers to come and help as our reserves because they are just as important. They just can't give a full 40-hour work week. You know, they have their own career, but something in their heart still says, hey, I want to do this. I want to give back to my community. And what better way is it to stand next to us to help as well? So they are always accepting applications.
So they have to be 18 and older. Is that
Correct.
Is that right?
It's normally I can't personally say, but the average would say that I see might be over like 25, or someone that, like I said, has already had started their career, and they might be a nurse, or they might be, work at Ford Motor Company, but still in their heart that they want to give back, so they become a police reserve.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Now, you have something you want to add?
No, I just, every time I see one of those reservists, I always commend them. I mean, that is, I don't know, they able to come and do this career and then go home or go on to their next career and do it all over again. It's great.
Right,
It's great.
right. Okay. Now, after reservists, we go to those who want to be officers for officer training. Is that the next level?
Yes, ma'am.
For
Our
someone?
recruits are.
Right. Go ahead.
So basically, with our recruits, our minimum requirements, they got to be 18 or older. They must have a high school diploma or a GED. They have to have a valid driver's license.
Okay.
They have to be a U.S. citizen. And then you have to have 20/20 vision or corrected.
And no felony convictions.
And no felony convictions.
And no felony. You just said a GED, high school diploma, GED. What did you say after that?
High school diploma or a GED. Valid driver's license.
Valid driver's license. Okay. No felony
Convictions.
convictions. Okay. Oh, I know what it was. You said they had to be a U.S. citizen.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the reason I find it kind of interesting is because in the military and in the police department is what they call paramilitary. Is that
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Correct.
Okay. In the military, I heard that there were non-citizens who joined the military service.
Well,
Have you heard about that?
yes. So we don't have control over the regulations that's set forth by the Michigan. It's called Michigan Council of Law Enforcement. It's MCOs. We have to abide by their laws of what they set forth in regards to having a police officer within the state of Michigan. So Michigan sets laws and regulations, and then Detroit might have some minor ones, but we have to go by what's set by Michigan. And that's a Michigan, it's a Michigan statute.
I see. Okay.
So nothing for Detroit to change.
I got I got you. Okay. Wow. All right. Now, the length of time for the academy? Is there a charge for the academy?
No.
Let's take that.
No charge. So this is the blessing to become a Detroit police officer. The academy is 6 months and it's paid training. You actually start off at $19.58 an hour. So this allows our citizens of Detroit that is currently working and they might feel that this is something they want to do, you can actually come and become a Detroit police officer and you're still getting paid. So if you have a family to support or your own bills, even if you don't have family, but your own bills to take care of yourself, you're fortunate enough to receive a check while you're going through the academy. It's almost like, and you do so much exercise. I would love to go back. I mean, I got paid to exercise. That's the way I seen it, you know. You had to do your push-ups, your run, your sit-ups, and here I am getting paid. I mean, I wish I could go back to the academy for 6 months. So it's you get everything. Medical starts day one as well. So it covers your family. So you're actually well taken care of from day one.
Oh, wow. Okay. You were going to say?
So, and just as she said, I mean, there's, you get a lot of people, some people have the negative to say about the police academy, and they're like, oh, I got to work out every day. But as Sergeant Gonzalez said, you're getting paid to work out. That it is a blessing. And it gets you in shape, and you're able to come out and pursue your career. You know?
Well, I have heard that during training, somebody gets in your face and yells and says,
Hey,
straighten it up. You know,
that's been my whole life.
push up.
Yes. I'm sure we all have that mom or their aunt or that grandma, and you know, and I say that. So there's a couple things, you know, I tell the whole thing with a U.S. citizen. I wish we changed it. My family are not U.S. citizens, and it would be nice to bring them on board. You know, some people wish we could change getting out in the academy. You know, that's another change. But you know what? I mean, like I said, I've had that dad throw something at me. I mean, you know, at home. And if you can't take a little bit of yelling, then you can't take this environment because, you know, we get yelled at sometimes. So, but then guess what? You're just like, whatever. It doesn't matter. You know, I'm used to it. But, you know, no, they can't touch you. So, you know, it's just, you'll be okay. It's just a little yelling, you know? So.
Okay, got you. Okay. And it's 6 months.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And at the end of 6 months, do you get placed, I mean, near where you live or on the other side of the world? I mean, Detroit's a big city.
Yes, Detroit is big. So it's the needs of the department of where you will land.
Okay.
I can say, you know, I was born and raised in Southwest. So when I graduated from the academy, they automatically was sending me over to Southwest, you know, just, you know, for my Hispanic community to be able to relate. But I did not want to go there because I was born and raised there. So I'd rather be on a different side of town, you know. So, I mean, I guess everybody has their options, but it's always it goes by the needs of the department. If number 8 needs 5 extra officers, well, then that's where the officers will go. Eventually, you could always transfer and move around. That's the great thing about our Detroit Police Department that is not out there. We have over 40 different units, all of our precincts. So if it's something that you particular wanted to move closer to a certain area for whatever reason, you could always put a transfer in, and then eventually you would get there. So, I mean, it's a blessing. It really is a blessing to be able to move around throughout the department. You meet new people, new friends, new community members, and just changes you can make, you know.
Okay. Are you bilingual?
Top of the hour break.
Oh, okay. Are you bilingual?
Unfortunately, no. I always make a joke and say I speak Detroit.
There are many of us. Yes. Let me tell you. Well, now we have to. We're going to take a top of the hour break, and we will be back momentarily.
Feedback.
Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am the BD Mpinga,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you.
Feedback.
I'm calling in regards about my mother, and I'm here, and I just want to thank you because it saved my mother's life yesterday. And I'd like to know the names of the people that came in and saved her so I could call and thank them. And she's doing fine. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
When you fall and cannot get up, an accident can turn into a tragedy. But with Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast. Life Alert saves a person from a catastrophe every 10 minutes.
Life Alert is a lifesaver. If it weren't for Life Alert, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-996-9845. Call now, 1-800-996-9845. For a free brochure, call 1-800-996-9845.
Watch WHPR and TV 33 when you want, where you want, how you want. WHPR is now in your pocket. Download our free app by going to the App Store or Google Play and enter WHPR TV in the search engine. And there we are. You can download WHPR TV or radio. You heard about it. Now come be a part of it. Roku, Detroit, worldwide. Approximately 8 million viewers.
Is your credit card debt driving you batty?
We're going up! Just like your credit card fees and interest rates. Always fear! The debt suckers are here!
One call to Consolidated Credit can get the debt suckers off your back. Consolidated Credit will lower your interest rates, consolidate your bills into one easy payment, and get you out of debt fast. Call Consolidated Credit and get your life back.
Call 800-479-4426. 800-479-4426.
Betty and Debbie both need to trim their dog's nails, but Betty's dog hates having his nails trimmed, so she struggles every time. And her regular clippers pinch and cut to the quick. But Debbie's dog doesn't mind it at all because she's found a simple solution. Introducing Paw Perfect, the new safe, quick, and easy way to keep your dog's nails trimmed perfectly. Paw Perfect uses a rotary filing action, just like the pros do, to gently file the nail to a perfectly smooth finish, giving you precise, pain-free trimming right at home. Paw Perfect replaces old-fashioned, painful clippers like these and makes nail grooming safe and easy for just $19.99. That's less than one trip to the groomer. We'll even give you free shipping. Order right now and you can get a second Paw Perfect. Just pay a separate fee. Yes, you get it all.
To order, call 1-800-329-5718 or go to trypawperfect.com. That's 1-800-329-5718 or visit trypawperfect.com.
Welcome, Judge Mathis. Thanks for coming to share an important message with the Wayne County taxpayers.
Well, thank you for allowing me to help. You know, most of my life I was a resident of Wayne County, and so I'm here to help because Treasurer Shabri wants to work with Wayne County homeowners to keep families in their homes and prevent foreclosure.
If you're having trouble making your property tax payments, let us know. We have many resources to help.
Take the first step towards staying in your home by going down to the Wayne County Treasurer's office on the 5th floor of the International Building in Greektown.
Stop by today to learn more about our payment plans and especially the newly extended interest rate reduction program.
Already in the payment plan? It's important you stay in good standing.
Making property tax payments is now easier than ever. We have placed payment kiosks in Rite Aid stores and community centers across the county. We've also added kiosks in our offices. Contact us at 313-224-5990 or email us at taxinfo@waynecounty.com.
Arrested? You have the right to remain silent. Everything you say can and will be held against you. Don't talk to the police. Talk to me first, Attorney Warren E. McAlpine from the Action Attorney Center. I know the law and I know your rights. Whether felony, misdemeanor, drug, OWI, domestic violence, or traffic violation, I can help you. Call today, Warren E. McAlpine, 1-888-292-6908.